It's important for kids to use the right size of racket, as it can really have serious impact on their game. As they grow, so should the size and weight of the racket they use. Starting off with a racket that's too big can be detrimental to their learning of the game, and can even end up causing injuries. If you've not really been involved in tennis yourself, it can be tough to pick the right racket for your child. If they're getting lessons, ask their coach which size they would recommend. Their experience should prove invaluable, as they'll not only know what's best for your child's build, they'll know what's best for their style of play. The majority of the major manufacturers have junior lines, and as you might expect, the really popular ones are the replica versions of the rackets used by the top pro players. If your kid loves Federer, Nadal, Murray or Djokovic, they'll probably want to play with the same racket as their hero. Luckily, most manufacturers are kind enough to put a picture of the player somewhere on the packaging, which is particularly helpful to those who don't follow the sport too closely. Junior players often struggle with a new racket for the first few weeks, particularly if they're moving up a size or playing with a different weight. Most rackets have a different feel to them too, so they may initially be frustrated that the ball isn't going where they'd like it to. It's important to persevere though, as continuing to play with a racket that's too small will often have a negative effect on their development. It's important to keep an eye on the grip of the racket as well. Children in particular tend to use their racket much more than adults, and this additional use can cause the grip to wear out quickly. Overgrip is readily available from most tennis stores, and it provides a relatively inexpensive way of replacing the original grip. Racket care is one aspect that's often overlooked by kids, particularly when they're not the ones having to pay for a new racket every few months. Learning to take good care of their racket, both on and off the court, is a vital lesson to teach them. Off court, keep their racket in a padded racket bag, and store it in a cool, dry place. On court, let them know the damage that can be done by dropping or bouncing their racket on the ground. It can damage the frame and affect the tension of the strings, which will make it more difficult for them to play. It's important for kids to enjoy the game, and a new racket will have most children running to the court to test it out. Apart from the right size and weight, get something they feel comfortable with and are likely to use regularly. The most important thing is that they enjoy their tennis, and the right racket can make that so much easier to do.